Welcome to the Men's Table 30. Space where you can be men, whether you're young, old, classy, or hood. This is a space where you can gain advice, get information, much more. Basically just to hang out, and be with fellow men. We're gonna just hang out today. I don't really be on here much. I should be. I need to keep going live. I need to start picking more topics. Maybe stay more active on this channel. But it's hard. Hurt, get away from my, get away. Go. Out. Get. Damn dog. Kind of knock my camera down. But just out here finna hang out and just talk about some things, A lot of people ask me about my hat. I'm into westerns. Kind of grew up watching westerns when I was younger. My granddad. And I love horses. I just love everything about country folk. I'm actually down here in the South. So, country is everywhere. But right now I was gonna try to, get some advice. I had seen a thing the other day how, a lot of females, I don't really like talking about females, but a lot of females kind of like base their attractiveness on masculine energy. They say they don't love it, but they love it. Because I was listening to this short where the woman felt like she was, boss babe, doing all this extra stuff and matched his energy. One thing you gotta learn, you don't want a woman to be able to match your energy. You shut that down immediately. Anytime a chick tries to step on your toes or, boss hog you or whatever, you gotta check that. You gotta check that straight away. You know what I'm saying? No woman likes a man that can just hurt. Leave my camera alone. Sorry, y'all. This dog is just gotta put him up. Stay in the house. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. No woman likes a man that they can run over. I had to learn that the hard way. Took a while, but I learned it. But at the end of the day, if she could match you, be on the same level as you, she's not going to see you as an equal. She's going to see you as beneath her. See, men, when we look at things logical. If we're on an equal level, we're on an equal level. If you're below me, you're below me. If you're higher than me, we respect that. But just listen to that little short and realize I need to be on here trying to, help men know where they are, know who they are, and remember who they are. Because at the end of the day, you are the man. You are the provider. You are the protector. You are the man that's supposed to lead the way for society. We went down somewhere when we let, equality and, letting everybody make it seem like we're on the same level. And that's when you get all this wackiness going on in the world. But just on that little short, man, don't forget who you are. Stand on your ground. Stand 10 toes. Don't take crap from anybody. There's ways to do it. If people get, sideways and out of pocket, then you gotta check them. But there's a professional and polite way to check somebody. You don't always have to go, into aggression. You can check somebody professionally. You know what I mean? So, it's how you delegate your words, how you talk. But just stand on your own 2 feet, man. Never let nobody downplay who you are as a man, who you're trying to be as a man. Because at the end of the day, being the man is what got you where you need to be in life. If you are somewhere. Not being a pansy or a pussyfoot. But enough on that, because I don't really talk about that kind of stuff. But this cigar right here is called the My Father. I've been hearing a lot about it. Been going to my little cigar bag. Let's see. Got to do some research on this because I haven't really checked it out yet. But let's see. My Father. Okay, so My Father could refer to several things, but in context of cigars, it's likely referred to a popular brand premium cigar created by the Garcia family. My Father brand is known for high quality and distinctive flavors often featuring Nicaraguan tobacco and Cuban-style smoking experience. Yeah. I like a Cubano, Cuban styles. Let's see what the flavors are on this thing. Okay. Doesn't say much right here. I'll get into it later. But I'm gonna fire this bad boy up and see what it tastes like. I have to have a better lighter. Yep. Get your butt inside this damn dog. Also, a man's best friend. Everybody needs one. Every man needs one. There's nothing like having a dog that listens to you, respects you, protects you. Just like what a man is supposed to do. A dog is basically a reflection of a man. You know what I'm saying? So having a dog is always good. It's a good companion. Whenever you're feeling like you're not doing right in life. Damn, almost. See, I left my lighter in the truck. So that's what I got to deal with. Sorry about that, y'all. But like I said, I'm just on here talking. But we're going to go over this smoke right here. So when you lighten up a cigar, if you don't know, you always want to prime it before you even do a pull on it. So we're priming it up. I'm going to rotate the cigar. That way it burns evenly, symmetrically. And now once you get a little bark on the bottom, you know it's good. And you want to hit it. Pull, not inhale, but pull. As you can tell, I was rotating it because you want to, as you're pulling fire on the cigar. So you want to turn it, that way it pulls evenly. Normally when you see that flame on the end of the cigar, you know it's good. It's not bad. Taste is a little dry, more leathery. So I think this is a leather type cigar. The tobacco leaves, it's pressed pretty tight. This is a box press also, by the way. Tell by the square shape of it. I have used a V-split on the end of my cigar. And if you wonder what I'm drinking, it's nothing but a basic margarita mix. Been into tequila lately because got diagnosed with type 2. So I watch my calories, and I watch my sugar, and so whiskey, I can't really mess with whiskey like that no more, so I'm trying to do something else. Light lean margarita mix inside. But so this cigar is kind of like a medium type cigar, Maduro. Tell by the dark leaves on it. But yeah, let's get into something else though. I had seen I don't know if you guys follow football, but seeing how that Shedeur Sanders lighting it up on the field in OTAs. I know OTAs ain't it doesn't mean nothing. You're not a pass and it's not no live action. But him showing up and doing what he's doing, he's staying late after practices, throwing the ball to undrafted free agents, rookies, after practice, just doing the necessary things he's supposed to do because the car is all stacked against him. So he's having a rough. He was supposed to be drafted in the first round, man. The way his skill set is, he's slow, yeah, but his skill set is you know, as far as a quarterback, damn near elite. He just played for, you know, some organizations that were still on the up and up. But he's going through what he's going through because he had a father in his life. If you notice, the NFL really doesn't like to see, you know, father influenced players. They always like to see a player with a situation. I got to get my mom out of the hood, or my father died when I was young, so I'm doing this for my mom. My parents passed away, and I got my little brothers and stuff, and I'm trying to, you know, do it for them. They're always looking for a storyline. But when you have a strong father in the picture, they don't like that. They like to see fathers that's in prison, out the way. So with this situation, we should be behind the Sanders family, because his dad's been nothing but exemplary with his kids. You know what I'm saying? He's been there every step of the way, showed them the hard road. He never took it easy on them. He never like just gave them anything. He let every single one of them work for what they got. And I appreciate that, because my dad was the same way. You know, he worked his butt off. We never had everything that we wanted, but he gave us enough. You know what I'm saying? And what we wanted, we had to work for it. So when you get your first job as a youngin', you start getting things that you couldn't get because you appreciate it more, because you never could have it. When you teach kids how to appreciate things they never had when they get older, when you teach kids to accept they can't have what they want, accept what they can't have. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, at the end of the day, it's not their money. You want things, you gotta earn it. Everything's earned. So wait until I got older and started getting my own little money and being able to do things for myself, and also give back to my parents, you know what I'm saying, really helped me along the way in life to appreciate a lot of things. You know, that's real big in male society, is just being appreciative of life in general, but just working hard for things that you want. Somehow we lost that because we got a lot of these, you know, I hate to say it, single parents that's raising these boys by themselves, and they just give them everything they want. Not showing them how to work the stuff, not showing them how to keep a routine, you know, disciplining them, you know, all that stuff. It matters when you're raising a boy, trying to make a man. Yeah, man. So, you know, being a father is not respected. It's always secondary to mom, but it's supposed to be equally valued. No one should be better than the other, you know. But somehow, men, fathers, we get put the lowest man on the totem pole. You know, I see these divorces all the time where men get chopped at the feet. You know what I mean? Kind of like Kuta Kinte, and just ripped by the whole family, the mother-in-law, the kids, the wife, the attorney, the judge, the jury, if they go to trial, whatever. But I don't know, because I never been married. I'm kind of scared about that. But the way that we get treated is terrible. And they wonder why when men actually get free and they get, you know, manipulated get manipulated. The parents, the mothers manipulate the kids on the father, and then what happens is you see resentment. So what fathers do? Most fathers, they just chuck it up, you know. And what we don't understand is a lot of fathers go start new families, and that new family treats them better than his original family because there's more appreciation there. You know, the first time around, a lot of men make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But men don't leave, women leave. If you look at the statistics, women leave relationships, I think 60% more times than men. So, you know, we based on loyalty and stability. If we're set somewhere, if men are set somewhere, we'd be cool. As long as we do simple. We don't need much. We need just a few things, you know, happiness. No stress, because we already stressed out. Like, we go to work stressed, because, you know, we don't want to do that crap. You know, for those who got to work 9 to 5s or whatever kind of shift they kind of work, We don't want to do that. We want to have our own stuff where we can make our own time, make our own schedule shifts, you know what I'm saying? Delegate business on our own terms. But unfortunately, in society we live in, we have to work. So men don't want to come home to stress. So stress, relaxation, you know, being able to enjoy life with your family. That's what men love. Men love that. We simple. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, you can't really control the narrative in this way society is, way that the media directs things. You know, but next thing we're gonna talk about is let's talk about shit. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm just on here just trying to get used to going live. It's my first time going live, I think. You know, gotta get used to it because I want to start putting more content out, more respectable content. You know, help motivate, inspire men to be who they are called to be, and also go the extra mile. Nothing wrong with going the extra mile. You know, going the extra mile is only going to benefit you and others around you. You always stand on your own 2 feet, man. You never beg. I was fortunate to be raised by my dad and my mom, and my dad was a masculine man. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't show us how to run away like a punk. Instead, he stood in the paint 10 toes down and showed us how to be a man. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So, doing what you got to do, staying on your path, never faltering, never stand, you know, let somebody shake. We all gonna go through things that's gonna kind of rock us to the core a little bit, you know, put us on uneven ground. But at the end of the day, the male spirit is a warrior. You know, we're conquerors. We're leaders, pathfinders. We don't sit around and wait for the next man. We're not peasants. The natural man is a strong man that does what he needs to do. No complaints. At the end of the day, men need to get back on that path. Everything, it ain't gonna be easy. Nothing easy in this life. You know, but standing 10 toes and doing what you gotta do, man, shit. Man. Ain't no greater feeling than getting the job done and having a beer. You know? I know when I used to get me and my brother used to do things, you know, around the house, maybe go wash a car or dig for some plants or mow some grass or whatever. It's nothing like an American beer after a hard day's work. You know what I mean? It's the greatest feeling. Kick your feet up, relax, talk that little ish. You know what I mean? Talk a little junk with your male counterparts or your family. You know, it's a good feeling, man. So, you know, just remember, I'm only on here just talking shit. That's all I'm doing, talking shit. Cause I'm just trying to get used to doing this live thing. Find a topic. When I come back on here doing another live, I'll do more, have some topics. You know what I'm saying? That I can talk about. Shout out to Tariq Rashid. I kind of watch him a little bit, and he does a lot of good topics, man. You know, he cuts his stuff up though. I don't like that. I like people to have, you know, content where it flows through. You know, so you get the full context of everything, not, you know, bits and pieces. But he does a good job with his content, and I'm trying to get like that eventually. But thank you for tuning in. For those who did tune in, this is the Men's Table 30. Hey man, I'll see you on the next one.